Hey, good morning, good morning. It's a great day. Jesus is Lord. That's what makes this day so great. And I'm so glad I can trust my Bible. I'm going to read today out of the book of Daniel. We're talking about the ministry of angels. Thank God for angels. Psalm 91 says that they protect us, they guard us, they go before, behind us. Me and my boys, when they were little, used to do a lot of dirt bike riding in the woods and climb the hills that other people couldn't climb. And I expected the angels to go before us and around us and protect us, and they did. We never did have any bad accidents. I mean, we had some, little fall downs and that kind of thing, but we were protected. I remember one time that my oldest son, Mark, he went up the side of a hill before I got there and ran over the edge and just kept, over a cliff. And I got up there and I said, son, and he was, way down there over a cliff hanging in a tree. And I said, are you okay? He said, oh yeah, I'm fine. It took us a little while to get his bike out, but we got him out of there and went on about our way. The angels protected us, and they do today. So over here in the book of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were working for the government, but for God, and people got to where they didn't like them. I think that will preach for today. And so they got against them. Well, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego would not bow. And so we're going to share some things here today that's different than you've ever heard about this before, but I want to show you this and show you how the angel won. The angel protected them. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego kept worshiping God rather than the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. And Nebuchadnezzar said, to them, we're going to throw you in that fiery furnace if you don't worship our image. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said, watch this. Now you got to get this. O King Nebuchadnezzar, we're not careful to answer thee in this matter. In other words, we're not worried about what you're going to do. We're not going to take care about what you're going to do. It not bothers us. That's why Nebuchadnezzar got so upset. Now, watch what they went on to say. We're not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, that is, if you throw us in the fire, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. And, watch, he will deliver us. They didn't say he might. Didn't say, well, we're willing to burn up for God. That's the way most people preach it. Well, if you're willing to serve God, regardless of the circumstances, God's going to take care of you. No, they said, if it be so, in other words, if you throw us in the furnace, we're going to serve God and God deliver us. If you don't throw us in the furnace, we're going to serve God and God will deliver us. But watch what they said. He, not only, the God that we serve, verse 17 says, he is able, and most Christians know that, but he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. But be not. Watch verse 18. If it's not so, if you don't throw us in the furnace, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve your old gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Well, Nebuchadnezzar got bent out of shape over that because they were kind of rebuking the king's word. Sounds like some politicians that we have today, but let's go on. Now, Nebuchadnezzar's fury got so upset that you couldn't even, he didn't even look like a man. He just got mad, mean, and upset. And so he commanded that furnace be heated up 7 times hotter than it had ever been before. So hot that when they got up there to throw those 3 men, which was bound in ropes, the men that opened the furnace to throw him in, it burned them up just getting that close to it. Now, that's hot. Man, that's a circumstance like you and I have never had to face, thank God, and I believe that we won't. But I want you to go back. What caused this angel to show up was what they said. If it's so that you're going to throw us in the furnace, we're not going to serve you gods. If it's not so and you don't throw us in the furnace, we're not going to serve you gods. Our God is able to deliver us, and he will. I love that. He will. Their faith was in a God that was a whole lot bigger than the words of Nebuchadnezzar. Now let's look at this story here. So these men were bound in their coats, their hats, hosen, all their clothes, and the other garments, and they were cast into the midst of the burning fire furnace. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar looked in there and said, whoa, didn't we just throw 3 men in there? There's 4 men in there. And he answered, true, King. He said, well, these, I see 4 men loose. I love it. I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire. 4 men. And he said, and the 4th one is like the Son of God. Now, some people have said that could have been Jesus, and it may have been, but we know that it was a large being, not some little fat, silly looking girl, but some angelic being that was there to protect them. Well, I got 10,000 angels that's there to protect me, and I'll show you that in the next coming days. Now, when they brought him out, when Nebuchadnezzar brought him out, I want to read this to you because I hope I don't run over too bad. Watch this. He said, there is Nebuchadnezzar, when they brought him out, he said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come forth. They came forth out of the mist and out of the fire, and it says, not was the bodies, the fire had no power, none, I like that, no power, nor was a hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. And the reason was that angel was there keeping them cool. Now, I don't know how he did it, but it didn't touch their hair. It didn't do anything to their clothes. There was no harm to them at all, except one thing, and that was it burned up the ropes that they'd tied them up with. One angel. And you got thousands of them. Hey, I got to go, saints. Angels given to help us, protect us, lead us, guide us, speak to us if necessary, and to protect us in all of our situations. Keep your words right, and you will be delivered. So until I'm with you tomorrow, remember, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the word works.